Hey everybody, don't know where I'm looking. I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Blue, Blanc, Rouge. We've got the scrimmage today. It is I guess it's for most of the teams. It's development camp for the last 4 days. Today's the last day, and they're going to be doing a scrimmage that is they're televising on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, who I don't really want to advertise, and Facebook. So I'll be watching that, and I'll do a little bit of play-by-play and stuff like that. And yeah, we'll have some fun. We've got Reinbacher's there, Hudson. Hopefully, we'll see them together. I'll tell you how it's going to go for today. So it's two 25-minute periods. There's nonstop time for the first 23 minutes of each period. Then 2 minutes at the end is stop time. Each period is actually a game. So I don't know if they're going to have like four teams. I don't think so, though. So each period is a game. At the start of each period, they're at 0-0. If you're watching it, if you're going to go there watching it, it is only in French, the play-by-play. So that's not a surprise. Let's see. They got a 6-minute warm-up to start, and then the 25-minute periods. So it should take about roughly, an hour or so to do. And the only other thing is if there's a penalty, it's going to result in a penalty shot. So all penalties become penalty shots. So that's something interesting. I've got the guys to look out for. I'll give you their numbers so you can, look out for them. Owen Beck is wearing number 62. Jared Davidson, who just signed a 1-year deal with the Rocket, to sort of a prove me deal. You never know. We might see Davidson in the future up here. He's wearing number 76. Philip Eriksson, draft pick this season, 96. Riley Kidney's wearing number 86. Philip Mashar is in number 48. And Vincent, that's his name, Vincent Rohrer. You might not have heard of him much, but somebody to look out for, number 46. Josh Roy is wearing number 97. Florian Jackeye is wearing number 60. I'm sure a lot of people are going to look out for him. Adam Engstrom, I think from last year's draft pool, number 78. Lane Hudson wearing number 81. And David Reinbacher wearing number 36. 36 for Reinbacher. Miguel Tourigny, I didn't say it right. Miguel Tourigny, number 93. And William Trudeau, number 84. Two of the goalies to look for is Jacob Dobas. He's wearing number 75. And the new maybe the future goalie of the Habs, Jacob Fowler, wearing number 95. So those are just guys I picked out. Hopefully I'll remember the numbers and I'll be able to do the play-by-play properly. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see who's here. If you're here, leave a comment in the comment section and I'll talk to you. We got, how long we got? We got about 12 minutes till it actually starts. 6-minute warm-up, probably 5 minutes of talking. So, we got some time. Let's see. Habs Guru, always here. Guru, thanks, buddy. Going to be interesting to see how these young players look playing together. Hopefully some good chemistry. You might see some of that. Like Hudson and Reinbacher, who I guess everybody now figuring that that's the future pairing. Maybe the future number one pairing here. So they're interesting to see how they play together, if they play together. And yeah, there's other guys here. I think it's mostly, how did Hughes describe the weekend? It's not really about playing. It's about acclimating the guys to the Habs organization, to the Habs way, to everybody in, there, to the practice facility, all that, to the city. It's just doing that, and pointing these guys in the right direction, the way they want them pointed, I guess, and that kind of thing. So, but the scrimmage is usually interesting. So we'll see what we get today. I was worried I wasn't going to get it, and they just posted it. I've been looking for it for like an hour, and it's finally up there. Filibuster, how's it going, man? Hope you enjoy this. P. Could I call you P? No. P. Cormier. Paul, I believe, right? Looking forward to this. Yeah, it's always fun. It's not the same quality. Like if you're gonna go watch it, it's not the same quality of video and all that kind of stuff. But it's still fun to see these kids. Some of them they just drafted, some from last year. There's a few tryouts there. invitees. So yeah, it's interesting. I think it was last year I did the first time last year. I think, I'm not sure. Bob Cannon in the house. Hey, Bob, welcome in. It's just well, if you're saying boys, and this is me. I don't think Matt's joining me today, although it is 4th of July over there. Hey, Joe from Australia, down under Joe. That's what I'm gonna call you. It's nighttime over there, I guess, right? 12:50 a.m. So it's almost 1 in the morning in Australia where Joe is. Awesome. Thanks for being here. I appreciate that. On a weekday, man. Awesome. So, like I said, anything you guys want to know that I can fill you in on, I do have a little bit of Habs news to bring you up to date on. First thing I'm going to mention is with the new goalies in town and everything. So, question about Caden Primo comes up, right? And where's he going to play and all this kind of stuff. So, here's the problem with Primo is that right now he's on the Habs main roster. To start the season in Laval, he's got to be waived, to clear waivers to go down. Could be picked up, could maybe not. So that's the thing to look out for. Let me get over here. Big news. Everybody's been waiting for this. Montreal finally extends Raphael Harvey-Pinard 2 years, $2.2 million. So it's a $1.1 million AAV. We talked about this in a stream recently. Anyway, I was asked about it. I said 2-3 years. I think might have said even 4. I didn't think 4, but 2-3 years sounded right. It's 2 years. The money is definitely not going to hurt them. $1.1 million for Raphael Harvey-Pinard, not going to hurt you no matter what. So awesome extension there. What else do I have? Habs sign. I wonder if I think this was talked about when Jeff Gorton got hired. And anyways, Habs sign forward Elias Anderson to a 1-year, 2-way contract. So automatically that 2-way thing, it makes it this whatever the money is, and I don't know the money. I don't know the money. It doesn't matter because it's a 2-way deal. So just bury him in the minors if he does nothing. So he had 31 goals, 28 assists for 59 points last season in 67 games with the Ontario Reign of the AHL. I guess I can remove that. He's 24 in his NHL career, 7 goals, 10 assists, 17 points in 110 games. So this guy did not like playing with the Rangers or the Kings. That's kind of for sure. I think that's why the 2-way contract, right? I mean, he was originally drafted 7th overall in 2019 by the Rangers and their GM, Jeff Gorton. So he knows something about this kid, still believes in him, but this contract isn't like overindulging Gorton and saying, well, you know, whatever you want to say face with this kid or whatever. It's a 2-way deal. So, like I said, if he doesn't look good at any point, down to the minors. I think that's all I got for you that I know of. If you guys have anything, ask me questions. There might be stuff that I know and I didn't write down. While we wait, what do we got? About 7 minutes till that officially starts. And then go from there. I think I want to turn off the chat because it makes noise. Okay, where was I? Phil is reminded that he just saw Rescuers Down Under. Joke. Always a good watch. Yeah, my ex-wife would. She loves those kind of things. I'm not into animated. RHP contract is a really sweetheart deal. It is. I mean, it's a team it's a team. Was that the right word? I don't know. But he took a club deal. It's a bridge deal. He'll get more if he keeps up the kind of play we saw this past season. He'll get more in his next contract, and they'll have more. Right? The cap will have gone up for the second. It'll be when he has to sign. It'll be going up 2 years in a row. So there'll be more money around. So, by the way, which is the reason, except for the Maple Leafs, it's the reason why you saw most of those deals be 1, 2, or 3 years, lower money, and they're biding their time till the cap goes up. Speaking of the Leafs, they made a lot of moves. I know Ray Ferraro said that the gist of it was that this Leafs team, after all these moves, is a worse team than they ended last season with, in his opinion. I kind of agree. I know there's a lot of good players there. They are going to be tougher. I don't know if that's going to mean that they win. That's all I'm saying. And they have I don't know where they're getting the money. I don't know where they get. Did they just keep adding money? They got to drop somebody. So Nylander's probably going. Matt Murray. Right there, that's 11 million, I guess. So, anyways, the reason I brought that up is because the Leafs, they sort of live in my head. I can't help it. So because of all the trades and what I thought of it all, I thought I'm going to write a song. I had to figure, okay, to what music and all that, right? So I'm not gonna play it here or anything because I haven't finished it. I just finished the lyrics. It's called OMG, and it's to the tune of the Beatles' Let It Be. And hopefully you guys will look out for that. I'm pretty much ready to record. I got to do a little rehearsal. My voice isn't going to get any better, but hopefully you like the lyrics and everything. So look for that. I have a David Reinbacher video, first draft done. See, David Reinbacher. So I just have to rewrite it and then do it. So that'll be out very shortly. I think after that, I'm going to do Jacob Fowler and take a look at that new goalie we picked up. So hopefully you guys will check those out. It's just a notification. I don't have to look. Let's get back to you guys. Phil likes the Elias Anderson two-way signing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know a ton about that guy. I just know he's very underperforming, not happy where he was and all that. So I don't know. I don't expect much. But the two-way deal makes it, who cares? It works. And if it works, you're like, wow, bonus. And if it doesn't, So I like that part of it. Bob, I mean, I think it could be just to fill out the AHL roster. I think they'll give him a shot in camp, and they're going to check him out. And then if it's so, put him in the AHL. If he responds well there, he could be a call up. But that's the two-way deal. Oh, they just got. Oh, they're on a little bit early. I'm going to turn it down and put my headphones on. A couple of young ladies. One of them's wearing Maple Leafs. Okay. I don't know that I need that's so much, but anyway. Okay, back to you guys. Anderson was the kid that tossed the silver medal back a couple of years ago. Kind of happy for Drouin signing in Colorado the other day, says Bob. Let's see how he does. But I mean, yeah, I'm happy for him that he got an NHL job, went to a team, kind of we all figured he might go there. I have no bitterness towards Drouin. It's in the past. It's done. The kid paid a price for all that with mental health issues. He's gone somewhere that probably will make him happier. I got nothing, all the best to Jonathan Drouin. We'll only see him once or twice a year. That's the best, because if you trade him in your division, you see him 3, 4, 5 times a year. It's nah. Phil, well, you got to wait till you hear me sing it, and then you might not say fantastic. I don't know. But it's, it's my Leafs bashing shit. All right. We're, they're I don't know what they're doing. Taking a big picture there. And they're talking. Only supposed to start at 11, and it's still a minute too. So I don't know. But the good thing is it'll be there, and I will be able to bring you some play-by-play. And I don't need these things. I'm just going to log out. Sorry, David, come on in here. I'm logging out of that. I apologize. So let's be done in a sec. All right. And I don't need that one. And that's less of a drain on this. And I have a feeling I did need that one. Yeah, that was smart. I just closed the broadcast. It's okay. It's here. All right. Open that up full. Back to you guys. Can I picture the game? What, the show here? It's on YouTube legit. So's a lot of stuff is on YouTube legit, and I can't show it to you here. So why would that be different? No, no, that's copyright to the Habs. I cannot do that. Listen, I would love to do that, and I could do it, but I'm not doing that. I mean, listen, if there's potential for this this stream to do well, I'd like to earn the money and not give it to the Canadians. That's really what it is. Sufka. What's my favorite vegetable? Um, well, I have this friend. No. Um, favorite vegetable. Jeez. I like a lot of vegetables. I don't have a favorite that I could say. I like a lot of different vegetables. New song coming out soon, Safka. Just for you. I do think of you. When I write a song, I think of you now because you seem to really like them. Just the way when I write a poem, it's Phil. Because Phil pushes me to do that, and I always think of Phil when I'm writing a poem. Not like constantly. But yeah, when I do them, I think, oh yeah, God, Safka's gonna like this. So there you go. The only good vegetables are fermented? Huh? Hey, Stan the Man. With all these one year contract signings, it will be an interesting trade deadline next year. I'm not wearing these too hot, and I'm not going to get much out of it. Yeah, no, we're used to all being. I know it's weird to be on this time. Don't worry about it. Well, I guess so, right? Trade deadline, and then, well, hell, yeah, because imagine even if you sign a guy just for a year, you don't want him to walk and get nothing back, right? So. So I guess the teams that are in contention and they're going and they're making a run, no, they're probably not moving any of these guys. The other teams will. So you gotta look at it like that. You're eating broccoli, so this question comes to mind. I used to really love broccoli. My dog loves broccoli. She gets broccoli almost every meal. Not every meal, but I mean she gets broccoli a lot. And sweet potatoes. Those are the two things she eats for veggies the most. Um, I don't know. I got broccoli out. I can eat it, but depends. Like I like it in stir fry or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I like a lot of different veggies. Poetry elevates us to near God status. There are no such thing as God. The gods fear. Wait, the gods fear and are envious of us. We can rick it all, and possibly we can have it all, and possibly succeed while they can never really risk anything. We can okay, it's risk it all. We can risk it all and possibly succeed while they can never really risk anything. Okay, but I'd like to talk to the gods. You get me to talk to them, I'm gonna believe in them then. We're gonna get everyone's favorite veggies. They're warming up, by the way, now. Oh yeah, garlic is. I use a lot of garlic. Yeah. But let's have some hockey questions because this ain't the Food Network, dudes. Not the Food Networks. I know this is 11 in the morning, but you know me. Fire one up. So we got the Reds versus the Whites. I guess, they didn't have a ton of guys. What was it? 19 forwards, 13 defense, and 5 goalies. So you're looking at it's probably just 2 teams playing 2 little 25-minute games against each other. They'll switch sides, and that'll be the 2 games. So that's what I'm expecting. Bob says garlic is his middle name. Nice. Are you Italian by any chance? The gods in this context are to us as we are to the ants. All right. Did you take like Greek? I don't know how if would be the course. Did you take that in school? Because I know it was literature. What do you tell me? Literature and cartoons. No, I'm joking about that, but I know you took literature. So just wondering, was that in the literature that like? Because you seem to know a lot about this kind of stuff. You talked to me about it a lot, so I'm just wondering what course you took for that. Do we have a list? I don't. I only have the numbers. And listen, I had it. It wouldn't load in here. The file I downloaded, it's not a file I could use here. So I would have had it for everybody. But I did write down. Let me get those so I have them in front of me. I did write down the numbers of the guys I thought were important for me to know. I try to do play-by-play because they have their names, but I can't. The camera isn't the kind is going to zoom in or out. It's pretty much there, and it's going to go. That's it, and that's all you're going to get. So reading their names for me right now till I may get my glasses this afternoon. Why? Maybe this afternoon. I was hoping I already have them, but so still, I'm hoping when I get my glasses, I'll be able to see that really nicely. I'm hoping. Should. Oh, right. Spanish and English. I remember you said Spanish. Spanish and English lit. They often call it the classics. So Phil is a classic. That's what we're going to call you, buddy. Filibuster classic. It'll be interesting to see the Habs lineup for the start of the season. I heard that Dvorak will not start the season due to that his recovery is not going well. That I have not heard. I'll be doing, as always, I probably do. I don't think it's going to be tough as far as getting the lineup this year. Why? Because I don't think they're going to do a lot. So I'll do an early one like always, and then I'll do one when we get down to training camp. But I think I'm going to, in August, though, I'll do an early lineup prediction. I don't buy my glasses online because I don't have that measurement. They don't give it to you. So I ended up buying them from the place I went for the checkup. Thing is, they said 7 business days. So that should have been last Thursday. It's Tuesday. Now, I know there was a holiday, but waiting for the call. All right, we got a face-off. The white wins the face-off. We are underway in game 1. That's Hudson in white. Beck takes a shot, and I don't know what happened. Why'd they stop it? His shot went wide. Anyway, another face-off coming up. So we got Beck in white. Hudson is in white. Maychar's in white. And so is Reinbacher. So Reinbacher is probably playing with Hudson. Okay, so it's Maychar trying to break in. Dumps it off to Beck. Beck loses it to Joshua, who's in red. Roy over the line. Drops it back. It was William Trudeau. He gives it off to Erickson. Back to Engstrom. Engstrom shot. Okay, confuse me. Both goalies are in red. I'm wondering, why is he shooting at his own goalie? Okay. Hey, Billy Bishop. No, Mayu gonna play in Laval next year. That's almost confirmed now. He's here though in camp. Mayu is wearing. Oh, you know what? Why is he not? I thought Mayu was invited here. Apparently not. Bob, if I ever have you over to dinner, I'm going to try to remember that. Okay. Let's see who's got it here. Can't tell yet. Okay. The white team got it in their defensive zone, passing a defenseman to defenseman, forward, back to defenseman. He swings around, back to his partner, and they get it out. Carried up over the blue line. Stop at the half wall. I don't know who it is. Back to his defenseman. Swings around at the red line, goes over the blue line, takes a bit of a hit check. Oh, Mayu's there, 96. I don't know. I just heard Mayu's name. Okay, do I sound confused? I think I do. Middlestat wearing 57. Now I know Mayu's a big guy. That's why I don't see him there. He must be that defenseman in red there. Pitlick loses it at the circle on the left. Smelanic's got it up to over there, blue line. I don't know who that is. He's racing over at the net, and it was Hudson. He doesn't get the puck on that. Nice pass. Was it Parker Jones, but he couldn't connect. So Reinbacher's out there with Parker Jones and Hudson. So Parker Jones must be playing forward. He does both. He's got it at the wall, back to Hudson. Hudson at the circle. Walks in, gets his shot, goes off his stick, though. And here comes the red team. Tuck. At the half wall, stops. Gets into the middle. Gets a pass over to, I don't know who, shot, save. Reinbacher gets it over the line. Red take over, though. Oh. How's that not a penalty? Yeah, penalty. Parker Jones, I think, got a stick on a guy like at the knee, took him down, and it's going to be a penalty shot. Stan, I feel like I'm multitasking too. I don't know why. Seems like it's been a while since I did a game. Stopped. Number 61. I don't know who that is. He did a lot of puck movement, and he couldn't put it past. Hudson is a little hog. Will not work at the. Oh, I think he will. Bob Mayu, yeah, say goodbye basically to the London Knights. He's going to play in Laval. I think that's already decided. I imagine his meeting with Bettman went well. I didn't hear anything, but he is here apparently because they said his name. So I'm looking for him. I don't know what number he's wearing. I would think it's in the 90s for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, Billy Bishop. He said thank you. He's leaving. He's going to Laval. Hey, the red team in their own end. Some changing up happening. And Mayu, that's who's carrying the puck right now. 94, I think. Don't know why I didn't write that down. Not hard to figure out. He's big. So he was that big guy that was on. I just didn't see his number and name at that point. But it's 94. So Mayu is in camp, which I thought he was. Here comes the red team. In the slot. Oh, knocked away from the guy in the slot. Oh, I don't know who that was. He's got speed there on the white. Rybacker just made a very quick pass, very quickly processed. Good pass. He knows when to get in there. Pinches down, just had a chance at the net. Skates really well. Yeah, playing with Hudson. That's good to see. So, oh, it's Fowler on the Reds. He's the Reds goalie. So Fowler's there. You bring a case of garlic or a case of garlic. I don't drink wine. Unless you want to drink it, I don't drink wine. Don't worry. We'll get together. I'm not sure when Bob's coming in, so he's got to let me know. We'll try to arrange something then. Stan the Man, Rockets should have a pretty good team, yeah. It's a changeover at the Rocket, I think. Garlic party, garlic bread. Love garlic bread. That's something I really do like. Fowler's mask came off. Stoppage in play. It's a hot one today, man. It's only 11:17. I got a fan in here. I have AC in my bedroom, so I've got AC. My son has it in his room, but not in here. And you know, it's weird. It's where I spend my most time, but I wouldn't be able to sleep without the AC in the summer. So here I can get by, but it's a little warm today. Faceoff was to the right of Fowler, won by the Reds. Okay, from behind the net now. I don't know who that is. Can't see. Passed up at the blue line, carried over. Can't see who that is. 79. Don't have that number. McKay. The Seager back to Trudeau. Engstrom kind of walks in there, almost gets a chance. I don't think he got it on net, though. Whites have it. Missed pass there by Parker Jones or somebody else. Turnover right at the circle. I think it was Smelanik, and it went in there. He couldn't. I don't think he got that on net. He got knocked away from him right at the net. One White almost got knocked into his bench. Beck into the corner, knocks his guy down, gets the puck to the other side, but our Reds got it. I don't know who that is. It was a nice pass off. I don't know who that was. Pass off to the side. They got a chance. Saved by the goalie. And there's a whistle for. It is not a penalty because there'd be a penalty shot. So stoppage in play. We're going to face off to the left of whoever that. I don't know who the other goalie is right now. Whites win it. Nice pass up the center to Meshar. Meshar breaking in, goes around the net. Up to the point. Hudson goes down into the corner. Stops. Looking. Centering pass. Just missed his guy. And the Reds break it out. Oh, nice little pass up to Tuck. Oh, beautiful. And a good save there by the goalie. Tuck centered it. I don't know who that was, but goalie saved it. Here comes Reinbacher the other way. Stops at the half wall, gives it off into the corner. I thought he was going to cycle. He went away. All right, here come the Reds. That might have been a little mistake there by Reinbacher. Got a icing call. Puck's going to come all the way back into the red zone. Is Michkov playing? Michkov, the Russian superstar that will be a bust as a superstar. He'll be a hockey player, an NHLer. He's going to be a bust as a superstar. That's my opinion. Now, it is. And it's not because we didn't pick him. It's because, first of all, I always have fluid opinions, right? Because I'm not an expert and I'm not an insider. I read. I read and I form my opinions, might change my mind. I don't know. Michkov, he's got some work to do to be a superstar. Got super talent. There's no denying that. Will that transfer to the NHL? I don't know. Not fully. I don't know. And yeah, Michkov is not in camp for the Flyers this year. He was just there for the draft. All right. Was that Mayu at the net? Somebody at the net for the Reds. Denied. And here come the Whites. Here come the Whites. Here come the Whites. They turn it over and then go change up. I'm not sure who that is there with it. Up through the middle. Here comes Mayu. Mayu almost gets in. Nice stick work there. Almost gets in. Skates really well, Mayu. Looks like he skates really well and moves really well. This future defense is going to be very mobile. We're going to have a very mobile defense. And I like the way Reinbacher skates and Mayu and Hudson. I mean, Hudson really moves out there. It's going to be fast and mobile. And no lack of defense-minded guys either. Shot wide by the Reds. Goes to the other side. They pick it up there. Trudeau at the blue line. Tries to dump it off. It hits the guy's stick. Goes into the corner. Where the Whites pick it up. But taken away almost. Was it taken away? Reds almost got it back. Whites come up with it. And are struggling to get it out. Engstrom there almost kept it in there. Not sure who that is. Up through. They lost it there at the circle. Reds get it up to the red line. And over the blue line. Almost a nice pass by Trudeau for a chance there, but it wouldn't get through whoever that was defending him. Reds still have it. Oh, guy falls into the boards and loses it there. Picks it up again, though. He sends it back to the blue line. Nobody there, so comes all the way back. Picked up by somebody. He races it up over the blue line. It was Tourigny. Tourigny's pretty good. He's not big, but he's good. I don't know if he's NHL good, but he's good. You notice him. Okay, Whites have it in their zone. Send it up to the blue line to Hudson. He couldn't hang on to that. Sent back. They pick it up though again at the half wall. Back to behind their net. Back up to the half wall to the cross ice over the blue line. That guy carries it over the other blue line and kind of loses it at the circle. Tries to make a move and it didn't work out, but he knocks it back in to keep it in. And they'll have it now at their half wall, skating it over the line, over the red line, and over the blue line. Normie, I don't know this guy. Intercepted by the Whites. They break it back out. Mayshar over the line. He little pass to center. It didn't work. It hit a stick. We still have it right in there. I don't know who it was. Carried it right in and got a little chance on the goalie. Reds have it. Nomi. I don't know who that guy is. Okay, here come the Whites up through the middle. Well, I can't even describe this. I don't know why. Okay, they take the puck out, bring it back in. That was Beck. That was Beck. Yeah, it was Beck. He lost it there. Here come the Reds over the line. Taken away by the defenseman. Middlestat. Middlestat took it away. I thought he was a forward. He is not. So Middlestat would be behind his net, chased by somebody, gives it up, gets it up to the blue line, back to Middlestat, cross to his partner. He carries it up over the line, over the red line, over the blue line, dishes it off to the right, shot, and a save. Fowler grabs it with his glove, hangs on, we'll have a face-off there. We're talking about middle names now? Who's grabbing Zadina? Ducks get first crack, and we are fifth. Yeah, I don't think Habs are. No, I think it's clear. Zadina, KK, they weren't the picks there. It was Kachuk. Habs should have taken Kachuk. Detroit were they just ahead of us? They take Zadina just. I don't remember that part, but the choice there for Montreal was Kachuk. I don't like my middle name. I don't like it at all. It's Glenn. I never use it unless I have to, for government papers or whatever. I don't like it, and that's what are you going to do? Yeah, Bob Cannon kind of would worry about that, right? So, like, if they signed him to a similar contract like Leash Anderson, who cares? But it wouldn't be that. So, and I personally don't think I don't think they're looking to do that. I don't expect very much to happen for the Habs. Like, there might be some minor stuff. I don't expect anything big, except to move out somebody like that. I'm expecting. Hopefully, they move guys out, but coming in, I don't know. They got a lot of spots that they need to fill with younger guys that they got to make some room for. Bringing Zadina in, it's a sideways move. You don't get a younger kid up there that needs ice time. That's my opinion. Boy, we dropped out people. It was like 30 something. Now we're down to 16. But it is 16 before you leave. Give a thumbs up or do it now if you're enjoying, and consider the subscribe button. I'd appreciate that. That's totally up to you if you're having a good time or not. Glenn Campbell. Yeah, not Glenn Campbell. I'm a rhinestone. Whatever. Glenn Fry. Two people that are dead. Thank you for that. I should do a Glenn Campbell song. I don't know why. Phil, if that, you know what, you might be right. And the thing that's different from last trade deadline is that they weren't going to retain this year. Now that he's in this year, they will retain, which is kind of odd, right? So I think you might be right, but there was no interest apparently. Apparently, there was zero interest in Hoffman at the trade deadline. We'll see if they can package him up, maybe. And then maybe not. They might not. They'd rather hold on to him for the year than buy him out and get any bad cap for the next year. They don't want to carry anything into next year. They want a clean slate as much as they can, except for bonus money from this year. That's what I'm reading. Zadina, they're not going after. Like, I'm going to be surprised if they sign Zadina. I'd be surprised. All right, we got to get. Oh yeah, we got a game going on. I don't even know how much time's left. I know there's no stop time till the last 2 minutes, but there's no clock going. So your guess is as good as mine. I know basically when it started, there's probably 10 minutes left, somewhere along that line. No score so far. I didn't see any goals go in, so we got a 0. Oh, you know what? I see the scoreboard. It says 1. I didn't see a goal. I did not see a goal. The hell, I talk too much. Who the hell's 92? Tell you what, Hudson's all over the place. He covers a lot of area. Nice moves right there. Nice move. He doesn't get the shot. He's not able to, but he gets around 2 guys with a really nice move. Nice shot by Dufour, saved by Fowler. I couldn't tell you who's leading because I didn't see the goal. Oh, Bob, you can watch this on either platform. So Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. It's on 4 platforms. I like everybody can watch this. It's like nothing weird. Like the only thing is it's in French. So if you don't speak French, I can provide a little more. I don't think I'm doing a good job at it right now, but I could provide a little bit more, I guess, as far as Delici. That's how you pronounce it. Delici. Good Italian kid. I don't know. He said Delice and then Delelce. So it's one of those two. Delici to Mayu. Mayu over. Nope. Gets it knocked away from him at the blue line. Parker Jones on a breakaway. And he. Oh, how did he miss the net or was that a save by Fowler? They don't show a replay, so I won't know. Okay, Reds have it in the white zone. Nice pass to the slot. Trudeau spins and fires and hits somebody. Reds still have it. Drop for the defenseman at the line. I think it's Erickson. Erickson to Trudeau, and there's a whistle. I guess we're looking at. Was that a penalty? A stoppage in play. I don't know why. Doesn't look like they're setting up for a penalty shot. So the game. Oh, the game ended. The game ended. Maybe. I don't know. 23 minutes of non-stop time, then 2 of stop time. I believe they're only 20 minutes into the game. I don't know whose clock they're running on, but maybe it started earlier than I thought. So if it started at 10 after, I guess it's right. Anyway, so we're in between. I don't know who won. Whoever did, it was 1-0 for one of those 2 teams. It's hard to get an angle on that unless, like, I guess I took my eyes off to read here, and they scored, and I didn't hear them score. What are you gonna do? If anybody was watching it and knows who scored, please let us know in here. I'd appreciate that. And we have another 25-minute period or game coming up, I would imagine, in about 5 minutes. So, not too bad. The winner, the Habs. I don't think it matters. Like, I think that's the point of dropping the score back to 0 for the next 25 minutes. It doesn't matter, really. It's just a matter of them looking at these guys. I think seeing whoever said it was maybe seeing if there's any chemistry. I think, these kind of things. Hey, Joe, no worries. You can, no worries. Watch whichever one you want. The only thing difference is they're only speaking French for the play-by-play there. But they're doing at least solid play-by-play. I'm not. I'll try to do better for the second game. We're holding steady at 16 people in the room with me. I wasn't sure how it would go. I know it's during the day, people are at work, so I didn't think there'd be a lot of people, but you never know. I don't know how many people are doing what I'm doing today. Kind of live streaming the development camp scrimmage. And I don't know how many teams are running a scrimmage like this today. They're all in their last day of the camp. They're probably all doing the same. Stan the man. Thank you, buddy. Oh, Stan left, and we're down to 13. We're just waiting. There's like nothing on the screen but the thumbnail. The second game start. The second 25-minute game, and that we'll not know who wins more than likely, and it doesn't matter. I believe there was only one goal scored in that first game that I did not see, so I don't know who did it. There seemed to be a 1 on somebody's side. I guess the home team, whoever was the home team, so the red team. So I think the Reds won 1-0. Let's put it that way. There you go. We'll see what happens in the second one. And I don't know how long in between. I would imagine it's not going to be long. A couple more minutes should get us there. In that time, let's chat it out here in the chat. If you're in the room, you haven't said hi, say hi, ask a question, say something, and we'll go from there. And that'll get us to the next game. Six-minute warm-up period. Yes, player played 4-on-4. Was it 4-on-4? I didn't even notice that. I guess it was 4-on-4. Yeah, no, I read that stuff in when the stream started there, Phil. It doesn't say anything to help here. Hudson, Hudson looked good. I like Reinbacher's skating. Mailloux, I like the look of Mailloux's play. His skating was fluid. He got chances, rushing up in with the play and then on his own and getting chances at the net. Who else did I have? I'd say I noticed bigger out there. Not recalling. But I was really wanted to look at Reinbacher a lot in Mailloux because I want to, I expect them up. Not this season, but the season after. I kind of expect both Mailloux and Reinbacher to be here and in the lineup. So I want to get a good look at them. Mayshar looked good out there. And a couple other guys that I can't remember. What did you guys think of who watched it? If you watched it, what did you guys think of those guys that I just mentioned and who stood out for you? Parker Jones, he's big and he looks good, but I think he gets chances. I think his hands aren't very good. And he plays forward and defense. I don't know which his position is. Look at that, 22 people now. All right. So the second game is coming up. It's a 25-minute game. Just waiting for it to start. So if you're just coming in, the first one, I believe, was won by the Reds, but I didn't see the goal. It was 1-0, and I think the Red side won. I don't know if they're going to be changing goalies for the second 25. Kind of feel that they will. And maybe some of the players, I don't know. 4-on-4, I guess it allows you probably just to run, 25-minute thing, two lines maybe. You might have two different teams out there. So I don't know. There was 20, how many people were in camp? 29, 32, 32 skaters and 5 goalies in this development camp. So it would be 8. Let me see now. That would be 6, 10, 11, 44. So it's not enough for 11 player teams. So it's probably the same 2 teams coming back out. It's surprisingly taken a long time, but they're probably cleaning the ice. Hey, Shane. Who are the best offensive and defensive players, in my opinion? You're saying in the league? See, I don't cover the league, so I'm maybe not I might not get this right, especially the defensive players. I don't know that I can answer that and actually be accurate. I mean, I know who maybe the group of top defensemen and the forwards, but I mean, who's the best? I don't know. In this game here, so far, well, it's another game. That was the first game. This is the second game. I was impressed with Hudson and Reinbacher for the white team on defense, and for the Reds, definitely Mailloux, William Trudeau looked good. Miguel Tourigny, but he's a little small, I think. But I mean, he always last year too looked really fast and gets in there and everything. That's defense. Offense, I didn't find. I'll be very honest. I didn't find any of the forwards that stood out much to me. Like Joshua, I didn't see him do anything that stood out. I don't know who scored their goal. So nobody on the offense impressed me yet. Maybe in the second game. But the defense, I really like the skating of Reinbacher and Mailloux. They really skate well, especially for their size, right? And Lane Hudson is just, he's all over the place, but in a more controlled way than just a guy running around, you know what I mean? And he's got some good moves on him. Man. So there you go. So yeah, the defense impressed me a lot more in this first part than any of the forwards. As far as the goalies, Fowler was in for the red team. He made some saves. I didn't see anything spectacular to judge him for. So, but he didn't look bad out there. And on the other side, I don't know if it was Dobis or not. Whoever was on the other side only gave up the 1 goal. So there weren't a ton of scoring chances, in my opinion, either. So I think it's it's kind of for fun too, but it's more for the coaches, I think, to let these guys play and see what they see, because I think the development camps are mostly to get them acclimated to the team. That's how Kent Hughes kind of said. It's more, show them what it is to be a Hab, what Habs world is like, what the Habs organization is like, what the people are like, that kind of thing. I don't know what's taking so long here. I would have thought that this would be on. We're going into 10 minutes in between the two games, because it's 2 25-minute games. It's a little long. I'm surprised how long. So hopefully it'll come up in sometime really soon. Please save me from. I don't know what to say here. So talk to me here in the chat. Save me from this embarrassing not knowing what to say by if I can answer. Oh, they're back. Saved by the bell. Yeah. Yeah, they changed up the goalies, it looks like, from my opinion. They're actually standing at center ice, so. They didn't even change sides. Whites are still on that side, Reds on that side. Got Urban and Fowler, Croteau, and the goalie that hasn't turned around, so I can see his name. And it's that other kid. So Dobis is not there? No, that is Dobis. Okay. And then there's an invitee guy, like a tryout. I don't know his name. that make up the 5 goalies. So I would think, I know they had a scrimmage yesterday, so they've done this already without not on TV. It was open to the public though, but so they've had a look at these guys that way already in a game situation. What are you saying, Phil? You want me to write a poem while I'm under pressure in a tight spot? Yeah, I don't think so. That's why I said Saved by the Bell. They're back. So I don't know who that is. They got turn around so I can see which goalie. Oh, so that's Fowler again. Fowler and that's for the Reds again. So they didn't change up goalies? I have no idea. I know the 2 goalies that they need to look at for the future really is Dobas and Fowler. So it would make sense if Dobas and Fowler played both 25-minute games. To me, it would make sense. That doesn't mean it makes sense to them, but just waiting for a face-off. It was 1-0 for the Reds in game 1. Let's see if the Whites can come back and win this one. Buchler? What's his name? Buckler. Oh, I can't see. Yeah, it looks like all the same guys. So yeah, it was just 2 teams. Oh, now they're okay. They didn't switch benches, but the Reds now are on the other side. There you go. The Whites are skating from right to left on your radio dial. Face off. Whites win. Back to the D. Struble to his partner. Nice shot by, I don't know who that was. White broke in, took a shot, save by, I guess, Dobas. Mayu takes somebody down behind the White's net. Mayu. Oh, nice little drag. He a nice little drag move and then lost the puck on the drag move. But the move was nice, especially if he would have kept the puck right in the slot. And it led to a little bit of a chance, but so the faceoff's going to be to the left of Fowler. Tuck taking the draw against Beck. Yeah, Beck won that, but it came all the way around. Anyways, Whites do get it out. Beck has it in the neutral zone. Tries to go cross ice, gives it away though. There was a shot. Fowler makes the save. Whites have it over their line. Up over the red line. Mayshard pass it off to Reinbacher. Reinbacher stops at the half wall, tries to pass it back up to the line and gives it away. He's able to catch up to the guy. Okay, what happened there? It led to a chance for the Reds. Did they just score? I couldn't tell. There was a shot. It either went out. Something happened that they whistled it down. Didn't look like anybody celebrated a goal. And they're facing off to the left of Fowler again. So it's not a goal. Won by the Reds. Oh, I don't know who that was. Tried for a shot from the left side of the net, lifted it up, and I think lifted it right out of the rink. So over the glass, face off now to the on the left circle, to the right of the goalie. On by the Whites. Oh yeah, that's the Whites. So Fowler's playing net for the White team now. I don't know. I'm confused. Reds over the line. Trudeau loses it there though. Fighting for it along the boards. Whites come up with it. Almost give it back. Oh, almost do. Back to the two defensemen. Reds change up. Here comes Middlestad over the line. Pass over to I don't know who. Another pass through center got picked off by the Reds. They come back over the blue line. Oh, the little three-way thing, and Fowler makes the save from in tight. It's a weird little three-way passing play. The second pass I don't think was meant for that guy, and then it got to the guy that was originally intended to. It was weird. Anyway, Fowler makes the save. Face off to the left of him now. Won by the Whites. Reds have it in their zone now. Cross ice pass over to the blue line. They're over Montreal's blue line. Roy drops it back. Simoneau up to the line to his partner. Maybe Tourney's not as small as I thought. Simoneau might have been that small guy. Anyways, a little Tourney to some guy just racing across through the center, and he gets a little chip at Fowler, makes the save. Dobis comes in now for Fowler. Dobesh. Probably always going to call him Dobis, but hey, face off is to the right of Dobish. I would just call him Dobish. Look at that. Look how quick I adapt. The Whites have it into the offensive zone right now, actually. They lose it behind the net. And the Reds get it out, but not cleanly. It gets knocked back in. I don't know. Oh, was Delache behind Spencer behind the net. Whites pick it up. They get it out over the line and up to the other blue line where the guy crosses but loses it. Ends up picking it up again. The ref's hand is up. So the Reds have a penalty. Will have a penalty shot when they blow the whistle. White's net is empty for the extra attacker. Hudson over the line with it. Spins. Look in. Back to the blue line. Passes it off to the left side. Back to Hudson. To his partner. Back to Hudson. Nice little pass up to the corner on the right. And that guy sends it back, but it's picked off. And the whistle blows and we'll have a penalty shot because of a penalty. Ty Smilanic. For the Whites, Ty Smilanic. We got him from the Panthers in the Shootout trade. Here he comes. And he misses the net. Misses the net, or it was a save like off the blocker. I didn't see it well enough to know which one that is. The Reds changed up their goalie now. So I don't know who that is. Urban, I guess. Oh, nice pass by Hudson to I think to Reinbacher in the circle, and Reinbacher almost beats the goalie. It sort of just dribbles by him, so he got a piece of it, but nice pass by Hudson. There was a little bit of chemistry between him and Reinbacher. Man, everybody's gone. Why is that? Lunchtime. Everyone gone off to lunch. There's not much left here in this anyway, so please give a thumbs up on your way out if you had a good time. I wish I could come on show that a little higher. You can see what time's left. Courigny shot from the circle. I think it was wide. Or Fowler directed it into the corner. One of the two. The other side, Beck almost couldn't get a handle on that puck, though. If he would have had a good scoring opportunity there. Whites still have it in the, but they gave it away. Here come the Reds over their line. Over the red line. Nomi passes it off over the blue line. Centered and wasn't good centering pass. Here come the Whites. 3-on-1, 3-on-2 now. And now 3-on-3. Kind of shot. I think it hit a stick and went to the net. Easy save. Here come the Reds. Tuck shot. Scores. He break in all alone in the slot, and he just ripped one past. I think that's Dobis. I don't at this point. I don't know. I like a commercial. That's crazy. It's not TV. So I dare say it's 1-0 for the Reds again. Bob, yeah, no worries, and thanks for being here. But it's almost over. Shouldn't be much longer. Well, maybe it's not as long in as I thought. I'm not sure. I think at 11:50 it was the half point. I'm not sure. So I think another 5 minutes of the game. Hey, Jack, how you doing? My thoughts on the goalie situation. They're starting to address it. I think Fowler may turn out to be the best goalie that was in the draft. I'm not saying he is, but he may turn out that way. He's got potential for that, at least to be one of the top goalies that were in this draft. You know, I think they're Dobish has potential. Primo, I don't know. We might have to lose Primo to waivers if they send him to Laval. He has to clear, so I don't know. You're here, but I'm paying Dave. Who's Dave the Diver? We drafted the most goalies, 3 goalies. I'm not sure about that last one. I don't know much about the second one either, to be honest. I will do a video on Fowler. I'll do a video on Fowler. Reinbacher is next. I just have to do a rewrite on my first draft, and then I'm going to do a Reinbacher video. I don't know today. If they call me for the glasses, I got to go. If not, I'm going to start doing a rewrite. So it shouldn't be too long. And then I'm going to do Fowler. What else am I going to do? I've got a song about the Leafs. I've got soon enough a lineup projection for next year. And who knows what else. And as always, Wednesday and Saturday, hockey talk nights. No, Jack, no. No. And when David Reinbacher has maturity, say in his draft plus 3 or 4, I think then you're going to realize why I say that. That's when, same thing with Slavkovsky, right? When he's in draft plus 3 or 4, we're going to start to see the reason why these guys were picked. So, no, I think we can do fine for goalies. And I think I want it. I think I'm really happy Ryan Bacher's here. He wasn't my pick, but I'm happy they got him. I'm happy he's here. He answers a lot of problems that the Habs have had, and if he hits just his floor, you're gonna know what I mean. He'll hit his floor. The defense we're gonna have in 3 years is gonna be kind of amazing, I think. And it's the score for the Whites. It's a 1-1 game. I don't know who that was. Mayshar? Mayshar makes it 1-1. Nice shot from around the half wall, I think. So the outside of that right circle. You're not going to show it again, so that's what I saw. And it just dribbled through like the goalie thought he had it, I think, and it just sort of popped out and dribbled in. But it must have been a good hard shot. Mayshar looked like he bulked up a bit. So I know Mayshar is already out there saying he does hope he'll be playing for the Rocket this coming season, which I think that's what he'll be doing. Big changes coming to the Rocket, I think. Got to get some of these kids up there. All right, so it's a 1-1 game. Oh, nice. Is it Struble? Got his gloves up into a taller player's face. Is it Mayu? I can't see. No, 88. I don't know what that is. Tuck, maybe 88? That's Miller is the goalie for the Reds. He just grabbed the puck. Hang on. We got to be. There's gonna be a face-up. We've got to be close to the end. They just brought in another guy. That fifth goalie is in now to get a little bit of time. .210 left. He just said. So they're just approaching stop time. So that'll take a little longer to run through. Jack, I agree with you, and I think Mayshar, spend next year in Laval. After that, he could be up here the following season, or even at the end of the year if they move guys at the trade deadline. Or injuries happen. Like, yeah, Mayshar's. I think within a year, 2 years at the most, he'll be up here. But this year, Laval Rocket. I kind of expect Josh Waugh to make it, but in this development scrimmage today, he was basically invisible. I saw him out there. He didn't look interested. Or he's out there now. He just got the puck. But he's not doing much. Like, I would have expected to see something better from him. I don't know. Maybe he's done stuff, and I just wasn't watching when he did it. Anyways, they're cycling the puck there on the left side. The Reds in the offensive zone. I'm not sure who the goalie was. Making a nice little save there. Right in, like, from a guy going through the crease with a little shot. Reds look like they're really trying to score. Getting chances. Here come the Whites, though. See if they can get the tiebreaker. It's a 1-1 game with like about a minute left. I would imagine it's going to end in a 1-1 tie. I don't think they're going to do anything to break the tie if it ends that way, but yeah. I'm not sure. He just said 7:34 left, and I don't know. I heard 210 before. I have no idea how long is left. It doesn't help that, you're used to having the clock up there, and it doesn't help when it's not. Not the easiest cup to drink from, but it keeps it cold. I think any rookies make the NHL team this year? Yes, I do. Well, Josh Roy is one. I'm not sure who else. I think there's one or two, maybe three forwards this year are going to be rookies. Like last year, we had the 5D. I just don't know who, but I think Josh Roy makes it. He's going to have a good camp. It's not development. I mean, development camp's not going to decide, but training camp, I don't know. I'm surprised he's not being more noticeable here. When the other names hit me, I'll let you know. Well, Owen Beck could be a guy that makes it. Lane Hudson's going back to college, so I don't think Hudson. I think Riley Kidney has an outside chance. It depends on what kind of training camps they have. I think that's where it's going to be decided, obviously. But maybe a guy like maybe Sean Farrell, although I think Sean Farrell maybe will end up in the AHL. I think. I'm thinking Luke Tuck, who if he doesn't make it this year, you got to wonder if he ever will, right? He's a big body up front, like a guy like that. WSD Hudson is in college, so he's not making the team anyway. So that's not a problem. But I do think Joshua Roy, who has the size, has the two-way game, has the speed, has the playmaking. If he has a good camp, he's in. I think it's harder to tell for anybody else. I'm gonna have to wait till training camp to see who has really good camp. And how many spots are open, right? I don't know how many spots are going to be open right now. If they can get rid of a couple of the veterans between now and then, there'll be more spots open, which is obvious. It's like obvious, but yeah. So it's obvious there was more than 210 left. So it's 425 left to go. You just said Norlinder. I don't think so, because Norlinder's got a lot of guys to climb over on defense before, like, he'd have to have like the most amazing training camp. So I don't think Norlinder. I really don't. His time, I think, might be, as a regular here, done. As depth, different story. Phil, I think they took steps to try to make sure injuries don't happen to that extent. But yeah, I mean, but that'll depend who's in Laval, who's playing well. It's not just going to be from here to that who's going to come in for injuries. WST Fowler is a serious potential goalie of the future. We have a lot of undersized players. I'm going to agree with you. It depends on what the mix is up here. You can't reasonably win a Stanley Cup with too many small undersized guys in your top six. That's like for sure. And then you want your bottom six to be mostly big guys, but they don't all have to be. So if the mix is right, you can have undersized guys. Plenty of undersized guys have had great careers, and that you just have to look at our coach. But you can't be full of them. That's for sure. Not in today's NHL. That is for sure. And I don't think it was ever like that, except when all the players were 5'5" or whatever, 100 years ago. White team with some good pressure here on the Reds, looking to get that go ahead goal. As the Reds, I believe the Reds won the first game because they're in the red, so they should be the home team as far as on the clock on the thing there. Right now it's 1-1 with about a little less than 3 minutes to go. WSD, all I can say is when you use words like useless or garbage, you should watch that because that's going to come back on you. He's not going to be useless. But I do agree with you in this way. Hudson could be a bust, could be a good NHLer, and could be a great player. We'll have to see. But to say he's going to be useless at the NHL level, I don't know how you can say that. And then, well, what about Caulfield? Caulfield is smaller than him. Is Caulfield useless? With the with the physicality, he's not. Not saying he can take big hits all the time, but usually the small guys know how to get away from those. So I don't think you can call guys like that useless without, comparing that to small guys like Caulfield. And believe me, the fact that we have Caulfield signed, sealed, and delivered for 8 years was some factor in not taking Michkov. And if you and WST, if you were a Michkov guy to say about Hudson, then I don't see how you could be a Michkov guy because he's not much bigger. Matter of fact, Hudson's 5'10". He's grown. He grew what he said he could possibly grow. He did it. His body did it. Michkov's only 5'9", a little over. I think it's more of a one-dimensional type of player that's more useless. And you can say, well, that's Caulfield, but I don't think Caulfield's strictly a one-dimensional player. Guy plays some defense. He can anticipate. I've seen him break up a lot of plays and stuff like that. So, but you can't have too many one-dimensional players either. Anyways, I feel Michkov is a bit one-dimensional. Game's over. Super talented though. So there was no winner here. It was a 1-1 tie. I don't know. Are they playing a little more? They're not leaving the ice. We might have some kind of tiebreaker coming up. I just heard thunder through my headphones too. That's weird. I don't think we're supposed to have rain today. Peanut, not now, buddy. You can go in and out. You're a good boy. No, you're a good boy. Just don't do that. You're a good boy. All right. Anybody want to talk to me? Nope. Okay. So it's clear we're waiting for some kind of tiebreaker thing. I imagine a shootout. We're going to have a shootout here. They didn't put that in, like what's going to happen. They didn't say anything about if it ends up in a tie. But they aren't leaving the ice, and then some guys definitely get ready to take a shot. Or for the shootout. Mayu up first. Breaks off to the right. Comes back in. And he lifts it over the goalie's shoulder. Nice moves. Mayu scores. So the Reds are up 1. Here comes Beck for the Whites. Breaks off to the right, comes in, very much like Mayu, does not score. Engstrom next for the Reds. He breaks to the left and comes in and tries to go 5-hole. And I'm not sure which goalie that is. He saves it. So they're up still by 1. And it's Meshar's turn for the Whites. On Meshar. Oh, he tries the between his legs thing from behind and between and saved by the goalie. So I guess if the Reds score here, Pitlick, they win. And it's saved. Whites can extend by scoring here. Rohrer, Vincenz Rohrer. Oh, saved by Fowler. Nope, Urban. Big save by Urban. The Reds should win. Why are they taking another one? Joshua Roy. But why? It's 1-0. I don't understand this. Roy scores. 2-0 for the Reds. Why is this not over? Here come the Whites. I don't understand this. Round 5, or no, 4, the end of Reinbacher. Oh, he tries a nice move, but saved by Urban. Reds go again. First to 3, I guess. I don't know. Simino. Small guy, but talented. He lost it on a stick handle. Got away. The puck got away from. Not really. Like he didn't lose the puck really, but his stick handle and I don't know what came off of that. It was a really lousy shot. Here comes. Everybody's going to get a shot at it. Hudson. Hudson kind of loses it on the stick handle as well. Tried too much. There it is. Game goes to the Reds. I don't know what they were trying with so many. I guess, Bob, but I mean, they stopped at, it seemed like 5 rounds, but it's weird. That's all. So the Reds win both games. And there you go. Doesn't mean anything. It was fun. And yeah, thanks for the Montreal Canadiens for putting this on. And I'm glad I did this. So before, I'm going to stay for a few minutes, but, a little bit. But if you're leaving, please give a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and consider subscribing to the channel. So we could talk about, if you watched this, what do you think of, of these kids today? I'm going to just say again, I like Reinbacher and Mayu's smooth skating. They're big guys and they can skate. And I don't just mean fast, but they can, they've got all the moves. The edge work is good. I like that part of it, both of those guys, and we should be seeing them in the next 2 seasons. So that there was a little bit of chemistry between Hudson and Reinbacher. I was glad to see that. Jacob Fowler looked good out there, promising. Other than that, nobody really impressed me much. John Parker Jones just looks good out there. Kind of a smooth skater. He's a big guy, not a finisher. And I don't know if he's forward or defense because they play him at both. So hard to figure that out. But I mean, overall, I'm okay. Close the goddamn. Thank you. Uh, I enjoyed that. It's fun to see these kids, especially the newer ones we just got in the draft. Excuse me. Anyway, so talk to me here. What you guys think? Anything that if you didn't watch it and you want, you have a question, ask away. If I can answer you, I will. I'll stay for another 5-10 minutes, and then it's time to go. I got to find out if my new glasses have arrived. These are I got these. I want to say at Walmart. They're Foster Grant's garbage, pharmacy store glasses. But I'm getting real glasses, so I'm excited. I've been waiting, and they should be in today. So hopefully next time you see me, I will be in my new glasses. So I'll look different. You'll like, why does Rick look? There's something different about Rick. It'll be the glasses. All right. Nobody wants to talk to me. Huh? What's up next? Tomorrow, Wednesday night show. I'm here. So tomorrow at 8. I'm just looking at my schedule. Anything coming up? Well, coming up is the David Reinbacher video. My new song, OMG. That's going to be recorded very soon. I'm going to start working on Jacob Fowler to do a little, like a scouting report type. That's what the Reinbacher is. It's culled from scouting reports, my opinion. I got to do a rewrite, so some of what I saw today is going to go in there. And what else new? I don't know what else is next. I'll come up with some stuff. If there's any news, if there's any signings worthy to do a video of, I'll do that. And be back on Saturday as well for Saturday Hockey Talk. And I don't know what else. Ask away. You did ask about Gibson. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I saw it and I thought I addressed it. I didn't. So Bob writes, I heard that John Gibson wants to play. He said he's not playing for the Ducks again. He will not play for the Ducks. Not again. He demands trade. In my opinion, should the Habs make a trade offer for Gibby? No. Why? Because he's going to cost too much. I don't think it's in the budget for a goalie of that caliber. And I don't think we need a goalie of that caliber to pay that much and to give up guys our assets for. Yes, goalie Gibson's a good goalie, no doubt. Are we there where we need a goalie like Gibson? No. So we're going to pay him probably for 2 seasons where doesn't really need to be. And I think they have some Monty still has to be looked at carefully. One more season and make a decision on him. I wouldn't give up on Monty yet. But no, when I saw Gibson was out there and all that, no, I wouldn't do it. Who scored? Couldn't tell you. Remember, the setup is completely different than a game, so I couldn't really tell you. The Reds won in the shootout for the second of the 2 games, 2-1, and in the first one they won 1-0. That's all I can tell you, David. But you have to weigh that with the cost to get him, and then what is he making, and can you fit that in your budget? And I don't think that fits right now. I don't think they're looking at that. So I'm going to just be on record to say that kind of be surprised if it turns out Montreal shows interest or signs him or trades for him. I mean, I don't see it happening. Could I be wrong? Of course I could be wrong. Jabara. I kind of I can understand wanting a quality goalie like Gibson. Yes, but it's not something for now. I don't believe. You got Monty that they really have to find out what they have in Monty, and we're going to find that out this season. And I think they'll go from there. That's why they drafted Fowler. They're going to try to develop that goalie. on the way to that, you can pick up guys. Joe, I agree with you. I don't, and I said, I don't think there's going to be much more. I could see a couple of small things. They might bring in a right-hand D for a year or two, that, more experienced guy, that maybe a winger, probably on the right, that maybe, but I don't think so, because they've got these kids that they need to get in there. They need to, give them ice and look at them here. And I think that's what we're going to see. Bob, yeah, you probably would have to. It would probably have to be Allen going the other way, because you're right. Stoller signed with, and I can't remember, but I saw it just the other day. I guess on Free Agent Frenzy Day or something. So, and that would offset some of Gibson's money. True, but I mean, if you're trading for Gibson, it means you want to keep him long term, right? And I don't know how long he's still signed for, but at some point you got to pay him. And I'm not sure his age. He's been around a little while. For me, I think the Habs want to find a goalie of the future that is young, like all the young kids here in that age group, so that they all, that's how they're going to get their longevity, is getting a young core together that can stay here for a long time. And one of the things they said about Reinbacher, right? This is a defenseman that we felt would play for us for many years to come, right? I heard something like, in their planning, my cat, 10, 13 years here is what they're looking at Reinbacher. So, yeah, I think a goalie is going to be a young guy. That's why Monty needs a good look. Yeah, they'll find a trading partner for Gibson. He's a good goalie, just he's been on a shitty team. 2 years is about right. Yeah, I think you're right. It's a couple of years too early. If it was next year, you got to look at it and go, the opportunities there, and we'll have a year more to see how much closer they are. If you feel you're getting that, you could do something like that. I just think not this year. Jabara, I don't think offer sheets are going to come into play for Montreal. I don't think you're going to see offer sheets very often this offseason at all. It's not. I don't think it's a great way to get a guy. Stolar's went to Florida. That's where he went. Yeah, all right, that's it. Thanks for that, Bob. So, yeah, I mean, I think we're still building, we're still rebuilding, but there was a lot of promise from last year. If those injuries didn't occur, if we weren't a team like every day there was somebody injured, and not just some fringe guy. It was main guys injured, and if we didn't have that, I mean, there's no way we would have been a fifth. We wouldn't have that fifth pick. We'd have been a better team. So they're getting better and they're getting closer, but you have to do it for a whole season before you're going to make a commitment to a goalie like that, I think. And then, like I said, Monty's there. Monty's got to be a factor in that. And the cost of Monty over a guy like Gibson, it's huge. Oh, Jabara, I don't think there's a question that Raphael Harvey-Pinard is not playing the first line. He's not a top six guy in general. He's a guy that can play in the top six if needed for whatever length of time. But I think in general, he's not a top six guy. He's more of a middle six guy and probably going to spend more time on the third line than any other line, in my opinion. So, yeah, no. When I was talking about a right winger, it's probably, I don't know why I'm wearing these headphones. I just realized it's for that first line almost, you know. They got to find a guy that allows them to have Doc, in my opinion, as the second line center. So, and maybe it's Monahan that plays that right wing on the first line. I can see that. Have Doc as your second line center, because I think that's the plan. Is Doc is your second line center. He's a center. They've said they think he's a center and they want to develop him as a center. They've said that, so I'm going to believe them. Bob, you're 100% right. Nick has not, and let's knock wood to that. Well, that's right here and right here. Nick has not missed a game. He's on an Ironman streak. He plays every game. He just seems to me he's gonna be that guy that just plays every game. He has been hurt, but it hasn't cost him a game yet. Will Newhook start on the wing? Yes, I believe that's their spot from his second line left wing. To me, is Alex Newhook. Now he's a guy that can play center. And and I've talked about this before, that I think the NHL in general is going this way, and Montreal wants to do this too, is to have two guys. You want your center, and you want another guy that is decent to good at center on the wing. Your guy gets kicked out of the circle, you got another center taking the draw. Depending on the situation on the ice, you've got somebody in the middle that's a center. Pretty much, right? And I think that's the idea. You're going to win down the middle, and Newhook to me is a winger here, but he can play center when needed. Shane, yeah, I think Fowler is that guy that has that potential to be the goalie of the future. And I say the starter of the future, or a 1A to a 1B, right? To possibly Monty as the 1B, him as the 1A, or flip it, whatever. That's their first since Primo. And I think he's probably better. I think Primo, we might lose him, sending him back to Laval. So, because Primo has to clear waivers now, and he's on the main roster, so he has to be sent down to the minor leagues. That means clearing waivers. So, it's a market for, like, goalies are precious right now, and I could see a team picking up Primo on the waiver wire. We'll see what happens. Bob says he doesn't think Edmonton has any interest in giving up Bouchard, and that makes sense. That unless you're overpaying for Bouchard and they're looking at that, we can't match that. They're going to match, and which is a big problem for. Hang on a second. That's my. Hello, I'm doing a live stream. Are you okay?
You're doing a live stream?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm almost done. I'll call you back.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Yeah, sorry, that's my ex-wife. You never know. She's handicapped and lives alone, so I wouldn't ignore a call like that. Shane, yeah, maybe Fowler. It's potential. It's all obviously potential there, not surety. Kind of not like Carey Price, which we were pretty sure. Top 3 players that impressed me in the scrimmage. Yeah, very easy. Hudson, the new kid Reinbacher, and Mayu. Jabara, you may be right. So we've got now 2 young goalies here that are that potential, right? I said Dobas earlier. I think between those 2, but I mean Fowler's the guy they just picked up, you know. Hey Bob, as always, good to see you. And Garlic Bob, Garlic Bob, there you go. I might be using that. Keep your stick on the ice, buddy. And as always, thanks for the support. Okay, so you know what? On that note, I am going to go because and I'm way over what I wanted to do. So listen, thanks everybody for being here. Appreciate it. Before you leave, please give a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. I do regular live streams and I do videos. I wouldn't say regular, but I do videos every week about different things. I do poetry, I do songs, I do videos. Hey, you get everything. So thanks everybody for being here. See you tomorrow night for the Wednesday night show. And yeah, that's it. Till then, stay safe out there. Hopefully, I'll have new glasses tomorrow night. And peace out. And I'll see you next time. Ciao. Have a good day. There's lots of day left. Ciao, everybody.